Okay, this is going out especially for Monica. This particular question you're having issues with. Um, Surface area is the main part of it because it says that a timber wedge is used to prop open a door. Ruhia makes and varnishes these wedges and sells them to a local gift store. She buys varnish in 250ml pots that each cover 1 square meter. How many wedges can she varnish? So I'm looking for surface area. Now, obviously, with surface area, we've got 5 sides. So we've got the rectangle at the front there, which is our 3 times 4. Okay. We've got our rectangle on the base, that 4 times 14. We've got the 2 triangles on the side, so we've got 2 lots of a half base times height, so half 14 times 3. And then we've got that rectangle here on the top part, which is width, which is 4 times that length there. Now the only way we can find that is by using Pythagoras. Okay, so which is 3 squared plus 14 squared. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to have to square root our answer, which we get to be approximately 14.32 or 14. Okay, so we're going to chuck that back into our working, our 14.32. Alright, so if we do those calculations onto our calculator, I get approximately 167.28 centimeters squared, or 167. Okay, but we'll do 2 decimal places for this instance. Now the question asks us how many pots are needed. Now 1 pot covers 1 square meter, so we have to figure out how many of these things, because that's for 1 wedge, how many of these things would go into 1 square meter. But remember, we have 5 pots, so 5 pots is 5 lots of 1 meter squared, which is 5 square meters. Now we can't compare centimeters squared with meters squared. Okay, it's like doing apples and oranges. We need to have them in the same units. So if you remember our kilometers to meters to centimeters to millimeters table, okay, so our times 1,000 times 100 times 10 times 100 times 10, and then obviously I won't write them, actually no, we'll write them out because we're going to need this. Divide by 1,000, divide by 100, and divide by 10. Now that's for normal measurements. You'll notice here we're doing squared, so we're doing area, so we need to square every calculation. So if I'm timesing by 1,000, we're timesing by 1,000 squared. Ooh, hopefully you realize that should have been 10 there. And likewise, if you're dividing by 1,000, you're dividing by 1,000 squared, divide by 100 squared, divide by 10 squared. So we're going from 167.28 centimeters squared. So centimeters squared is here. To meters squared, we're doing that divide by 100 squared. Divide by 100 squared. Now, often people would do divide by 100. That would only be for normal measurement, which would give you 1.67 meters. So we need to do that in our calculator. Do 167.28 divided by 100 squared. Okay, we then get approximately 0.0167 square meters. So we're trying to figure out how many of these things here go into that 5 square meters. Now because they're in the same units, we can simply say, well, 5 divided by 0.0167, okay, because that's saying how many of these things go into that 5 square meters, and that comes out, for my liking, to be 299. Now for Monica, this is one of the questions in the textbook. The back of the book brings it out to be not 167 but 168. I don't know how they've done that. I think that's slightly off. And that 168 divide by 100 squared, and then divide by 0.016 or whatever it is. Okay, that gives you 297. So the only reason that that answer here is a little bit different is because they've got that answer as 168, but I'm not sure how they got that. That is correct. Okay, make sure you recognize that you need to use Pythagoras' theorem. Got no idea where you got 16.6 meters squared from, but yeah, I think oh, you got close, so that's probably where you got it there somehow. So I'm not really sure what you've done. So have a quick look over your working, see what was different, and hopefully that can sort of clear up that question. Any more problemos? Let me know. And also I'm at school at 7:15 on Monday in the library if you want some extra help. Good luck.